That party was perfectly spoiled by me, and Leah was obviously mad as hell but had to keep up appearances in front of Matt. And while the others were no match for me, Grandma Wilson, the only one with any kind of offense, couldn't beat me and could only greet me with a foul mouth, instead drawing the ire of everyone in the restaurant and being swept off her feet. It can be a big win. A phone call rang and reminded me that I had been dealing with the Kelly family people lately and hadn't been home in a while. My foster parents complained about it and told me to make sure I came home this weekend. As the scenery continued to move, the car gradually pulled into the familiar villa area. As soon as he entered the door, a cold female voice rang out, "You still know to come back, ah? So long did not pass a phone call. I thought you and biological parents love each other to go, have forgotten me." I couldn't stop the warmth bubbling up in my eyes as I looked at Nicola, who was pretending to be angry, and I quickly walked up to her and gave her a big hug. "Why, I see you've been traveling abroad on business and I was afraid to disturb you." Nicola, though still looking like a stranger, her breath gentled as if soothed, and she smiled back. "When I was abandoned by Paul, I was a little girl wandering around the river, and was soon targeted by a group of traffickers. Even though I was very alert at the time, how could a 10-year-old be a match for a couple of adults? Soon, I was taken away in a daze. Luckily, I met Nicola there, who was also captured and was the only daughter of the Gibson group. Unlike the other children, she was extraordinarily calm. So, subconsciously, I tried to grab her and stick to her, and for some reason, she let me get close, dependent, with a warm heart under her cold exterior. When the traffickers were eliminated in one fell swoop, the police notified the parents of the children. The frightened children, knowing they were finally safe, wailed in the arms of their distraught parents. And at the end of the day, I was the only one standing in the corner at a loss for words, clutching the corner of my coat. So, when Nicola asked me with her head down if I wanted to go with her, I said yes with determination. I guess wherever is better than that cold home with only a million accusations and cold stares. Besides, I want to follow Nicola. And I had gambled right. Nicola had protected me over the years, and my Gibson group parents had cherished me. And after my father's passing, I had once again been favored. I was once again a pampered little princess, like Daddy used to want me to be. "What's the days?" Nicola asked, glancing at me and sighing again. "You, don't think too much, we're your family, and family is meant to be relied on. But you didn't even tell me something as big as recognizing your family this time." I paused and said, "This is something that I wanted to take care of myself, that's why I didn't tell you guys." Nicola looked at me and said seriously, "That's fine, but you must let me know if you need any help." "Good." I laughed. Nicola nodded in satisfaction and said, "All right, Mom and Dad are upstairs. It's been so long since they've been back, they've missed you, go on up." Mr. Gibson saw me and made out again, smiling. "It's been a while since our families have been this close together. Come on, Nicola, Jane, have some more." The bowl was filled to the brim by the enthusiastic Gibson group parents, and Nicola and I silently looked at each other with helplessness in our eyes. "This time you can come back to stay a few more days, you graduate students are tired. It's not easy to take a vacation, you should have a good rest." I said helplessly, "Good." The days at home flew by, but we had an unexpected visitor on the day of the Mid-Autumn Festival.